Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video with the Arduous Moth. Today I want to talk about some things which I got wrong in the last video. I thought that the Warspite's reload got nerfed. It didn't, it got buffed. Because if you actually look at the description, it says it reduced the reload, which means it buffed the reload, not nerfed it. If we actually have a look here, main back reload on Warspite has been reduced to 28 seconds. Now, if it was a nerf, it would have said increased to 28 seconds. So that's my fault, I got that wrong. Main battery penetration on Warspite has been reduced now. The thing I think that's going to happen here is they're going to add in the British, but they're going to add them in with, you know, compared to battleships, they're going to be very fast firing, but smaller caliber guns. So, for example, the King George V, things like that. Also, another thing is the Yamato, by the sounds of it, will only be a dev ship. It will only be a dev ship, which is a bit disappointing, but I mean, hey. So from the sounds of it, the Yamato is not going to replace the Musashi. It's not going to be added into the tech tree, and it's not going to be a premium from the sounds of it, which is really disappointing. I'm really upset about that. Hopefully in the future they will add in the Yamato as a tech tree ship. If they add her in as a premium, then I'll be like, well, that's a bit of a weird way to go, but you know, I'm not going to complain too much. But the United States, from what I've heard, this destroyer it's a mixed bag. Some people say it's horrifically underpowered. Other people say that it's rather strong. But from all the people that I've listened to, they all say the same thing, and that's that it's a weird ship. It's very weird. It's got an engine boost, which it had its speed buffed to 35 knots, which is a lot. And it also had its speed buffed from, I think it was 23 or 22 knots up to 25 knots, which 22 knots for a destroyer is horrifically painful. So 25 knots is still painful. Also, the lack of armor is really terrible for this thing. I mean, this thing will eat extremely small caliber rounds, like full pens. You're talking about, well, you're talking about like extreme damage from like small caliber rounds. Now I've had to look a bit carefully because from the pictures I see from looking at the Des Moines, if I look at this ship, I think that's going to be the Seattle, not the Seattle, the oh, what's the sister ship to the Des Moines? Salem. So I think the Salem is coming in. I don't really know, because if I actually look at the model here, it does look slightly different. It does look different, which would suggest that this is the ship in this screenshot, which you can't see. I do apologise, but the screenshot that I've got here, you've got the Worcester, and then you've got probably the Salem. I will be very shocked if this is a 4-turreted version of the Des Moines, because then that would suggest that they're adding in tier 11 or super ships. So, um, I'm not exactly sure. Like, I feel like the AA cruiser is going to go here. They're going to go from the Cleveland, Helena. You know, they're going to go from the Cleveland and they're going to go here. But if I actually have a look now, they did talk about it. Oh yeah, and also Colorado has also got a buff to her base accuracy, so we'll have a look at that. If we have a look here, primaries 320. Hang on a sec, that's very good. Holy god, that's good. South Dakota. Oh my god, yeah, that is fantastic. So Colorado is now a sniper. But have they nerfed anything on this ship? Secondary range seems to be a lot more. That is a lot more. Was it like 7.4 before? I don't remember it being 8.3. That is weird. Let's look at the secondary guns on here. 8.3. Okay, so I feel like they've put in a shadow buff. Basically, what a shadow buff or shadow nerf is when they buff or nerf something without telling the community. And I think that's what they've done. I'm gonna just double check the Japanese. No, Japanese are the same. Also, the Musashi is known to have a new gun sound, so we'll definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. Just gonna. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Secondary mode. Man, these guns take forever to reload. Come on, reload. Not enough. Come on, turn those guns, turn the back gun. Come on, kill him, secondaries. Yes. Come on. Oh, you're broadside on, mate. Oh, that's really, really bad for you. Good night. Oh well, he's dead. I'm burning with 2 fires. Which is shocking. Really, Hideki, you really want to do that? What's the... Yeah. I'm just gonna turn slightly, try and get some sort of... I mean, your best bet is when a battleship is bow on, you want to get a shot onto his bow, or attempt to. Obviously we failed at that, but still. Come on, fire out. Come on, reload. Oh, these guns take forever to reload. I'm gonna aim like right there. I love the new gun sounds. Makes them sound a lot more beefier. I'm on fire again. This is ridiculous. Come on, 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 come on. Come on, kill him. Come on, secondaries. Might have to finish him off the main guns. Oh no. On fire again. Now, someone said that there's a warship. Okay. Right. Oh no, we're gonna die. Unless these fires go out. Fires last way too long. Oh. No, we did. Oh, come on. God damn it. $280. Have they increased the credit earn? Oh, damage. 100. Okay. I didn't realize they did that much damage in that short amount of time. 131,000 damage in that short amount of time. Jesus. Okay, so. Oh! Oh, they really punish you now. That's a big ouch. Yeah, there's no way on this planet that people are going to be able to run this thing with 4 modules. Okay, that's fairly cheap. Okay, that's good. What about magazine override? Nah. Oh. Oof. Nah, and that. Oh, that's nearly 500. That's half a million. Bloody hell. Oh well, let's run it anyway. Accelerate, ship. Accelerate. The new German cruiser line looks a little bit concerning because the top tier cruiser appears to be the Graf Spee. I'm not sure if that's tier 8 or tier 7, but if it's tier 8, then I don't know what the tier 9 or tier 10 is, but I feel like they're going to be like super duper, like super crazy ships, like probably battle cruisers maybe, because the Graf Spee, I think it's Spee, is technically a battle cruiser. Come on, secondaries. Don't hit the mountain. Oh no, you're not going to hit that. Okay, that's good. I'm not going to fire just yet. The aim on the Musashi seems to be a bit off. Ow. I know that the Hitaka has some seriously punishing secondaries. I think it's got 140mm secondaries. Don't set me on fire again, please, for God's sake. Don't need another fire. If I aim right there. Yeah, of course. Of course, that's just going to magically miss his. I don't understand what the hell is. No fires. Go away from fires. Fires need a nerf. on, reload. If I aim like above, is that going to do a thing? Oh, okay, there you go. So you can do quite a bit of chunk damage to a ship. Someone rejoin. Okay, so the new gun sound really nice. I wish they had more of a punch to them, like a more of an echo kind of shot. But you know, I'm fine with the new gun sounds. Now I do know that I never ever knew that the secondaries were that, you know, that good on the American battleships. I didn't even make any credits. Ship sunk. It only gives you 21,000 credits. Winning bonus. Like, the thing is, if you don't get a winning bonus, you make literally no credits. Damage caused to ships. Fires. 3,000 credits. Jesus. Yeah, I can't run that ship like that. Now, yes, that is 2 million XP on my on my Warspite. What I have noticed about the ship is if you angle the ship, now the thing is you can angle the ship so well. It is so stupidly well you can angle this ship. I hope they don't change it, because if they change it, they're basically nerfing a premium, which is unfair. They should not nerf a premium. They should leave the premium alone. They should leave premiums alone. They haven't nerfed any premium yet, from what I know. They've never... I don't think they've never nerfed... Well, they kind of nerfed the Warspite. I mean, they did buff her in one department, but they did slightly nerf her in another department. The main guns, they do have less than standard pen for tier 6. I mean, the pen isn't bad. The dispersion is horrific, nearly 400 meters for tier 6. That's just awful. That is horrific dispersion. Like, you have to always run recoil dampeners just to get increased weapon dispersion. I mean, of course, that does make your turrets turn slower, but it's not really that much of an issue. But if you angle this armor properly, you basically can't die. The one thing I'm going to say that I am disappointed in is the fact that the heal is still a 3-minute cooldown. Now, I know you can slot this, but this does not buff the heal, which I find to be disappointing. I wish this gave it like a minus 25% boost to the heal, so your heal reloaded 25% quicker. I mean, of course, they'll probably make the credits go through the roof. But I just feel like that the British, yeah, they have these. I'm not entirely sure. Like the secondary range is fantastic. It's basically 10 kilometers. They're 6-inch secondaries. You can make the 4-inch secondaries as well, but they're only 6.6. But the dispersion is incredibly good on these weapons. The reload time is a bit too long, if I'm correct, on the 4-inch. Bit too long. I would like to see that toned down to 4.5 seconds, probably even 5 seconds. 6.5 just seems too long for 102mm guns. What else has 102? Probably the... Now the Germans, they have Yeah, 105. That's 3-second reload. So I don't see how they can really justify that, to be honest. You got 37mm here, 1 second. I think that this is just AA only, but it's 10 kilometers. 10 kilometer AA, which is insane. This is 6.8 kilometers secondaries. I'm not sure what the range of the AA is. I think it's the same. Yeah, the dispersion, I think the range and the penetration of the guns got buffed on this ship. But the Admiral Hipper is coming into the game. I've seen screenshots of it. But the weird thing is that it's below the Graf Spee, which would suggest that the Graf Spee is not going to be a premium. It's going to be a tech tree. If it's going to be a premium, then I don't know why on earth they pull it above the Admiral Hipper. But I have a sneaky suspicion that either the Admiral Hipper is going to have the nerfed version of this ship, or the pre-buffed version, or it's going to have the exact same stats. If it's going to be the pre-buffed version, then the sales of this ship is just going to skyrocket. Because this ship is just going to be better overall than the tech tree. The Graf Spee with its 283mm guns, if they do it correctly and give it like really good reloads, like say 18 second reload, probably less than that, probably like a 16 second or 17 second reload on its main guns. Because it's only got like 6 283mm guns, 11-inch guns. And then give it like battlecruiser dispersion, so give it like 200-meter dispersion or 210, because 190 is heavy cruiser dispersion. Battlecruiser dispersion is between 200 and 200 or 210 to 280 or 270. If we actually have a look at the Montana, the Montana has pretty meh dispersion. I find it unbelievable that a tier 6 premium battleship has as terrible dispersion as a tier 10 battleship, which I can't get my head around. They changed something about the camera lowered and model position on tech tree fixed. Okay. Oh, destroyer escort. Okay. Cruiser battleship. Battleship has a weird. Oh no! It says here. I do apologize. It says here. I've just read on the Discord. It says here HMS Warspite main battle reload rate nerfed to 28 seconds. It's really weird. It's pulling my autistic brain having a brain fart. But the way they've worded it on the game is they've worded it to make it sound like it's a buff, when really it's a nerf. So that's a bit disappointing. Let's have a look. Oh, nerfed Olympia secondaries. So what were the secondaries? 8.3. 8.3? Oh, 5-inch. Oh, 6-pounder. So that's what, 57mm. Yeah, I don't see how they've nerfed the secondaries. I think it's the damage they've nerfed. But I really want to know what the reload of this ship was before. because now I'm confused. Was it a buff? Was it a nerf? Because in game it's showing it as a buff to the reload, but on the Discord it's showing it as a nerf. So, you know, I don't know how that's gonna actually work. Look. Yeah, aircraft carriers now have a 60-second respawn time to give other players a chance to. That doesn't seem to be working. That does not seem to be working, because I was playing it in a few matches with the Warspite yesterday, and people, you know, you would kill those people, and then a couple seconds later they would spawn in the exact same aircraft carrier. So that rule doesn't seem to be working at all. Let's have a look. Increased Prince Oregon's torpedo protection 75%. Okay, so Prince Oregon at least has some torpedo protection. Now the thing that worries me is the Prince Oregon is 1,250 gold. So tier 6, so if we think about it, so 2,000, 1,500, 2,800. So it would be what, 2,000 to 2,500 gold for tier 10 premiums, which I don't think tier 10 premiums will be for gold. I think they'll be for free XP or for some new reward like currency, like maybe steel or something. If they're for gold, then I feel like there's going to be a bit of a backlash from that. But if it's for like steel or something, then yeah, I'll be fine. Also, another thing I've noticed is that these challenges are really weird. Deal 150,000 damage in the Prince Oregon, which is tier 7. Deal 250,000 damage, 100,000 more in the Alba or the Aoba, which makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Deal 100,000 damage in total with the Satsuma. Yeah, okay. I would no. I wasn't able to get in contact with the developers. I didn't, to be honest, I didn't really try to get in contact with developers because I know that they're very busy practically all the time. But I really want to know, like, is the Yamato gonna be just developer, or is it gonna be like some reward ship? So that's something I would love to know. So, you know, with all the nerfs to the Warspite, I think that, you know, she's still got the armor there. And you can run like all of these equipments. Now these are the equipments I would suggest running. Supercharge, rugged engine, magazine safety override, improved recoil dampeners, additional damage control stations, additional armor platings. Those are the only ones I would suggest running. You can run the secondary modification if you want, but it's up to you. Now, I know for a fact that premiums, they are a hell of a lot cheaper to run with perks than normal ships, which is a plus. But you know, I just, if we look at the ship, 15.3 kilometers. I mean, yeah. Anti-aircraft. Now the AA on this ship it just feels a bit weak. It does feel a bit weak. The flak feels rather. I know it's a tier 6, but compared to the Pennsylvania, this thing is utter rubbish in AA. It is utter rubbish. I know it's World War One AA, but at least give it some sort of buffs. Probably give it like a consumable, like enhanced AA modification. So you activate it and it lasts for like a minute and a half. No doubt they'll put it for like only like 30 seconds, because I know they're like that. They don't want to make things too strong. But if they put it for like a minute and a half, so your AA is like say 300% better, like in DPS, damage per second, that would affect these guns. So instead of doing like 6 damage, it will do. I think I calculated that wrong. But it would do like 300%, so that'd be what, like, so 6 times 6. So that'll be 36 damage. Actually no, that'll be 72 damage every second, because these fire every half second, so that'll be 72 damage every second when you activate the enhanced AA consumable. I mean, of course, you know, this is just speculation, but I just think that yes, she's not extremely strong, but she is a strong warship. AA wise, she's completely garbage. Penetration, she is lacking. Secondaries, she's not lacking in the secondaries. Now, the way you kill this thing is you want to get behind it. You want to get behind in this cone, because then that way it won't be able to hit you with its main secondaries. If you are in this sort of cone, like this sort of cone, you're just going to get shredded by these secondaries. Now, her main secondaries are not the most accurate. They are rather sluggish. Do apologise, I'm yawning. The muzzle velocity is relatively good. The primary is 800 meters a second. I would love to see that changed. So instead of being like, as I said in the last video, instead of being this pseudo sniper, you want to make it more close ranged. I think that dreadnoughts should be a lot more close ranged instead of being snipers. Like just nerf all of their muzzle velocity across the board. Not by huge amounts, but by enough to make them, like, so their shells, you know, take a little bit longer to reach. I think her dispersion needs a buff, because right now, if you do not run this recoil dampener, you're going to suffer. Your shells are going to go all over the place. So we're just going to use her for a second. Now, because she's got 15-inch guns, her pen appears to be, like, it's lower on the spreadsheet, but it appears to be just under the Pennsylvania. But I would love the pen to be buffed slightly, so it is above the Pennsylvania, because it doesn't really make any sense. I'm gonna buy it right there. I don't think that's gonna pen, but we can see. Oh my god! It did pen his upper belt. So. Warspite, you know, idiot. So, Wasp. Oh god, is this guy again? But you could just see the gun angles are just so good. They are so good. They're just fantastic gun angles. Jesus Christ, that's close to hitting him actually. Now, the I keep on saying, you know, I'm a bit worried about the Hidaka because I feel like that she will probably be replaced. Probably like later down the road, but I feel like that she's definitely gonna get replaced because she just doesn't really fit in the no, that I went over him. Jesus, I just feel like she doesn't fit in the meta. Yes, she's basically a baby Yamato, but that's all really. She has extremely potent secondaries. She has alright armor. I mean, the armor isn't amazing. I just ricocheted and you took basically no damage. I've also noticed the HE on the Warspite. You do need to know how to use it, but once you master it, then it's basically no problem. I mean, when you hit a destroyer, you do a crazy amount of damage. Oh, that went over him. That's no fun. He's not focusing on me, which is interesting. I mean, I am only a tier 6, but still. A fire there. See if the HE does anything. Oh, I did do a bit of damage. But you do really want to use your armor. And because the Warspite has this sort of weird armor layout where you can't really citadel it that well, you know, I recommend you use your armor angle against, you know, whatnot. We're doing a little bit of chunk damage each time, so that's okay. So we're just gonna see what we can do here. But the reload you can knock down to about, I think it's like 25, 24 seconds on the Warspite. And there's another few hits. So if we just do this real quick, if we take 28 times by 0. What was it, 0.2 equals 6. So if we do 28 take away 5.6, that's a 22.4 second reload. Hang on, let me just clean my glasses. And now, if I sound tired, that's because I am. I've got coffee at the moment, so I'm just going to take a swig of that. So we are doing quite a bit of damage to this guy. Another thing I've noticed is that running the reload module on this ship, you're basically at no risk of your ammo exploding. You're at no risk basically, and the reload is just so good. The HE, it does seem to perform pretty alright. The fire chance, now that is basically the first fire I've ever gotten using the ship. So the fire chance is lower than your standard ship, which is completely against the British HE. So we're just going to fire there. Yeah, he's looking at me now. Oh, he's dead, that's good. So wasp. There's 2 wasps, of course. There's 2 carriers. I've also heard that they're probably thinking of limiting carriers, or they've already done it, limiting carriers to 2 per team. Yeah, I haven't really seen that as well. I haven't seen that go into effect, which is really disappointing. So there's Miyoko there. Good bear man, that's based on the Yamato hull, so he should have quite a bit of armor. So we're just gonna aim right there. I'm using AP because he's basically broadside. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. At least get a pen. Oh, that was a nasty penetration. Now the Hidaka is a bit weird because the Hidaka is basically, it is relatively squishy if it's broadside on. If it's angled slightly, because it's got such a weird armor layout. Non-pens, okay. So I'm going to see if I can get some sort of... I'm going to try and nuke that Miyoko. Oh, he is moving. But it's probably a bit too late. Deleted. Let's see, what did you spawn in Lexington? So it's gonna fire right there. Now, am I gonna be able to citadel him through the bow? Probably not. I completely missed his bow. Okay, that's interesting. Non-pens. I did hit his primary, which is interesting. I've oversteered, god damn it. I do not want to oversteer. Come on. Change back to HE. Come on. Okay. Hit primary again. I don't know if his primary guns can take as much punishment anymore. Oh, that's a Colorado. I am angled, yeah, kind of effectively against him. He's probably going to overmatch my armor either way. Come on, come on, come on. Now, because that Colorado is basically a laser sight, that's what's worrying me. I mean, Colorado did deserve those buffs because Colorado was just a pain to play. The reload on this ship is just insane. It really is. I mean, even with the nerfs, like this thing must have had like a 19-second reload with the, you know, using the modification. But the HE, it seems to be performing alright. It's not like super good HE. Yeah, so yeah, he's basically doing nothing. That's gonna miss probably. Well, that dispersion is just all over the place. Now, because I've angled really well against him, he's only gonna do minor damage to me. Because the Citadel is so weird on this ship. It is so weird. Can I set them on fire? No, I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm just gonna somehow pen him. Okay. I'm not gonna heal yet. I do want to absolutely smash this guy. So I'm gonna stop right here. That dispersion is just terrible. That's why I'm asking for them to buff the dispersion. Because 380 on a tier 6 is just not fun. I mean, yeah, you pump out shells like pretty damn quick, but still. Just gonna fire there. Oh, that was a pen. Okay, that's interesting. He's angling away. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on you, mate. But, oh my god, look at that dispersion. It is just super troll. Like, you either get laser shots or you get just really wacky dispersion. That Colorado is really moving. He's really shifting. I think he might be running the crammed machinery perk. I'm gonna fly about there. That's probably gonna miss. Oh no, it's gonna hit. Okay. But yeah, being angled like this, it will save you every single time. Every single time. I mean, the armor isn't insanely good. Oh. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this ship. I mean, at first, you know, when I started using her, she appeared to be rather terrible. But once you get used to playing her, exploit her strengths and weaknesses, then she becomes one hell of a nasty ship to play with, because she's got that incredible gun angles. It just makes her so flexible and able to use her armor properly. Can I accelerate, please? Oh god. 2, 3, 4. So we're just gonna see what we can do, really. Those are probably gonna fall short. Or not. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I think they do need to fix that. Stop people from shooting like longer. I'm gonna shoot about there. Like, that's just insanely good off that angle. Oh, that was a nasty hit. Now he's probably going to go for me, which is going to be annoying because I've basically got no AA. I mean, up against tier 6 carriers, this thing suffers bad. But up against like tier 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s, this thing is basically, it's not even a nuisance. You know, the AA is that bad. I'm not even joking, the AA is just terrible. So I hope they buff the AA soon. But other than that, I mean, she seems alright. She does seem pretty alright. I would say that her gimmick should have been fast reloading guns because she's got terrible dispersion. I would say give her fast reloading guns, which she sort of has, but again, sort of doesn't. I mean, you know, other battleships can reload just as quick. So we're just gonna keep an eye. The Tayo is just gonna. The Tahoe, I do apologize, I missaid that. I thought it had an L in it, but it didn't. But, like, I guess it's an okay ship. It's not a fantastic ship. It's an okay ship. The secondary range is very good, but they do become incredibly inaccurate at range. Like, these are incredibly inaccurate secondaries. The 6.6 kilometer or the 2-pounder secondaries, they're more accurate, but they're less range. You know, 89-meter dispersion. So I would really love her to get some sort of buff, because at the moment she just seems to, yeah, really, it's just too, she just doesn't seem strong enough. The armor's very good. The guns they're decent. They're not spectacular, but they're decent. I mean, they are 15-inch guns. They are, I believe, they're the largest guns at tier 6. Of course, that's not going to last. But I just feel like they're just not that good, to be honest. I mean, the dispersion is horrific. The pen is a bit near. Are we actually going to hit this guy with HE? Here we are. And we set a fire. We actually set a fire on the first salvo on him. Jesus. Colorado there. Start firing our secondaries. And just look at that dispersion on the secondaries. It's just absolutely horrendous how inaccurate these secondaries are. Now he's obviously turned around. I don't want to push too close. Otherwise I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Now where is this Iowa? I don't know where the Iowa is. So, oh, there he is. No, that's turned the wrong way. Oh, careful, DD. Wait, how's that DD still being spotted? What's he being spotted by? Wait, does Iowa get radar now? There's no way. I'm already loaded. I mean, the reload isn't that bad, I guess. What? Just get grounded. What the hell did he hit? Set a fire again. Nope. Superstructure. It says superstructure, but I'm not hitting the superstructure. I'm gonna shoot right there. If I hit the superstructure, I might be able to set a fire. No, that just hits his secondaries. I want to carry on backing up here. See if I can do anything. Come on, at least set a fire. No, that's turning the wrong way again. Come on. Yeah, but the HE, it seems to be relatively strong. It's not like overly strong. Oh god. I think that's HE's firing. I am going to burn this guy alive. Still no fire. God, have they actually nerfed the fire chance? This is just stupid. Fire again. Oh yeah, you are in danger, mate. No fire still. What is this? This is ridiculous. He's gonna focus on me. I'm gonna shoot there. Oh, that dispersion. My god. And it went over him. He actually slowed down. Okay, that's interesting. Let's focus on him again. I'm going to shoot about there. Set a fire. Still no fire. Jesus. This is ridiculous. Come on. Come on, get him! Yes! Right, okay. So we're up to 34,000 damage with the HE. We've only been farming HE and we're up to 34,000 damage, which is pitiful against AP. Over where? Wait, where's the hinder? Or the Hitaka? Come on, accelerate, Warspite. Fire there. He's in this carrier. I did no damage. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, reload. That's it. Still no damage. That's annoying. Where on earth? That Montana's obviously fighting a battleship at the moment. So we'll just see exactly where we can find this guy. I'm not saying that battleships should become the dominant force in the game. I just feel like that cruisers, like, all the classes are balanced at the moment. I say that, I mean, carriers aren't exactly balanced. I mean, they are trying their hardest to balance carriers. It's clear, you know, they've increased the, you know, at the time it takes to build a new squadron and whatnot. You know, they've done that. They've tried to give it like a 1 minute timeout for the carriers. You know, they've tried all that. Some of it hasn't worked, but some of it has sort of worked. But I would love to see some more balancing with carriers, because carriers are just they are like, it's not exactly funny when you're in a tier 10 battleship and you lose like 3/4 of your HP. Right there, that's probably too far forwards. Oh no, we actually hit his primary, okay. That's interesting. Come on, 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 come on. I mean, I can fire AP right now if I wanted to, but he's at a slight angle, so I have a risk of bouncing all of my shots, which is annoying. I'm just gonna stop here. Oof, there you go. Some more damage. That is the end of that Hidaka. Is it a Hidaka or is it Hidaka? Are there any Japanese people in the comment section? If there is, then it'll be nice to see how you actually pronounce the ship's name. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hidaka spawned again. I mean, I can try the AP really. I mean, it is World War One AP because it says Mark 1. You know, this is the first generation 15-inch gun of the British, so it's gonna be relatively poor. If that Montana can just angle properly, then he's gonna take basically no damage. Come on, come on, come on, Warspite. Hopefully when the British battleships come out, hopefully they're gonna, you know, they're gonna have a gimmick to them. Like, you know, the Americans have the gimmick of, you know, having very strong armor and, you know, relatively, you know, punchy, what do you call it? Relatively punchy main guns. The Japanese, they have long-range secondaries and punchy guns, but they have relatively weak armor. The British, good fine angles, I guess. Am I going to be able to hit this guy, or is it just going to click me on it? Oh, of course it's going to click me on it. Come on, come on, come on. Oof. That was nasty. That's going to hit the island again. Yes, 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 as always. Montana has very, very good AA. And he seems to be struggling. Oh no, he's shot all of them down, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna push up. I'm only doing 14 knots because I've got enhanced armor and whatnot. So if I get Citadel, I don't take that much damage. Are there any peoples around here? The attackers spawned in, and that DE is probably going to get absolutely blasted. So I'm going to slow down here. I want to keep angles so that if he does shoot me, then don't hit the mountain. Of course you're going to hit the mountain. Now if I can just hit his bow, just underneath his bow, I should be able to Citadel him. Come on. Ah. Ooh, that was a nasty hit. Disable weapon? What weapon did I disable? Oh, his front turret. Oof. It seems like somebody in the carrier was already rage quitting. What a surprise. I don't know why people in carriers get so upset. They get so triggered easily. It is ridiculous. So I've done 54,000 damage so far. Yeah, but right now, British HE just seems to be so lackluster. It is so lackluster. I'm pretty disappointed in it, actually. I mean, it does do its job, don't get me wrong. It's just not performing like British HE. You know, you'd expect it to do more... That's gonna hit the island. Ugh. You'd expect it to do more damage, like have more for fire chance. Probably more, not more damage, but have a hell of a lot more fire chance than your standard battleship. Because it's not, you know. You think that's an Iowa, mate? That's a Montana. Has a hell of a lot more AA. I'm an Iowa. Benson there. Yeah, it's flak fires so much quicker than mine. Oh, looks like he's gonna try and. Oh my god, broadside. Broadside on. Yes! No! Oh, ow, that really hurt. He actually penned my armor. I think that guy rage quit because it's an AA Montana. Come on. No, that was the 3 Citadels. He's obviously running the what do you call it? The modification that, you know, makes you the rugged engine modification. He's obviously running that. Oh, that's yeah, that's an ouch. Yeah, that's if you're gonna sit broadside on, mate, what do you bloody expect? Come on. Come on. Dun 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 dun. Also, there's AA nests on the turret. The AA nests on top of the second and third turret. They have absolutely no AA in them, which is a bit disappointing. Now, is this guy gonna respawn, or is he gonna... Come on. Where? I want to start recovering health, actually. Are they not going to spawn in? Because if they're not, then that's going to be... And this guy's complaining about lag. I mean, if you want to pick this ship up, it is a good ship. But it takes practice to learn. Ah, look, Hidaka. Oh. Citadel? Ooh. Oh Christ, I'm broadside onto him. Ow. Wow, he didn't Citadel? Bruh, get out of the way. He's fire right there. Can I mag him? No, that's just Citadel shot, okay. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, but it is a fun ship. You can do some monster damage in this thing. Obviously, the pen suffers. But other than that, I mean, it's got relatively strong armor. The armor seems to be a bit buggy at the moment, because if if you angle like properly, you basically can't be penned. I mean, of course, if you go into high tier, you're gonna get smashed every single time. But if you go into mid tier, then you're gonna dominate. The secondaries, they have long reach, but do not, and I'll repeat this, do not rely on your secondaries. You can take the secondary modification, that will make your dispersion worse, but you'll be pumping out more shells. So yeah, thanks guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Put it in the comment section. If you enjoy the Warspite, do you own the Warspite? If you do you enjoy it? I think it's a pretty good ship, but she does need a few buffs. She did get nerfed, which is disappointing, but I think she needs a few buffs. So I'll see you guys later. Peace!